What's up, everybody, and welcome to another reaction on Cigarette. Hello, Silica.
Hello.
We're missing seeing some 50s. I don't think we actually reacted so much to 50s performance songs. Elvis Presley, his most famous, I think, even is also a really long time. I think it was already there when back in the days when I started on YouTube. I can maybe say that. Yeah, okay, 17. Yeah, so it had been a lot of years uploaded to YouTube. So let's just watch that music video. I think I have heard it. I probably recognize it, but again, Elvis Presley isn't the one I have really listened that much to be honest. My dad really didn't play that much of him, so again, I have not really memories. But I think you know the song better than me.
Yeah, I know the song.
From where?
I don't know, but the
movie or whatever.
Probably some movies or
I have no idea.
Maybe some radio. I don't know. I have heard it a lot. I know that.
You have heard it a lot. Okay, but let's take it away.
But I never see the music video. I only heard the song.
Look how old it is.
It's gonna be in black and white.
Yep. And guys, let us know. There is a chance this can get blocked, by the way. So then we blur it. But yeah, remember to throw a comment. Last time, I think, was it where we saw Suspicious Mind, where I was saying that all that with it was his comeback and all that, and he don't.
Oh yeah, there where he was singing on stage, right?
Yeah, I still stand with he was best before the Beatles, and in that time in the 50s, where he was the biggest one, where he was young and he was before all the bad stuff happened to him. He was still great when he came back, but again, it wasn't the same. That he was greatest in his prime time. I also say that with Beatles. I think the most artists is like that. There is few exceptions. Like for me, Aerosmith get better. When I saw them live, it was amazing. And I don't know. I just really enjoy them. But there's also bands that really get bad all the time. Like Guns N' Roses have a lot of they're not really good now. Especially like the Rose voice. And so again, that's common for people to criticize it. Also Metallica was, but as of been so many years playing.
You can't be as good as you were when you were young when you get older, because you get skavanker. What is it called? You get problems with stuff.
Yeah, but also
voice and
the sound. The sound is we love us the older and also me. I'm weird with that, but I love the old sound of a LP and also a record. I don't really like modern way to track and edit and all that the same way, but because it gives so much a different sound. It's too clean and all that. I love the mistakes and all the not perfect sound in a track. Anyway, let's go, guys. Jailhouse Rock. Okay.
Warden threw a party in the county jail. The prison band was there and they began to wail. The band was jumping and the drum began to swing. You should have heard this knocked out jailbird sing. Let it rock. Everybody let it rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the Jailhouse Rock. Spider Murphy played his tenor saxophone. Little Joe was blowing on the slide trombone. The drummer boy from Illinois would crash, boom, bang. The whole rhythm section was a purple gang. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the Jailhouse Rock. Number 47 said to number 3, you the cutest jailbird I ever did see. I sure would be delighted with your company. Come on and do the Jailhouse Rock with me. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the Jailhouse Rock. Rock, 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 rock. Sad sack was sitting on a block of stone. Way over in wanna get my kicks that rock. Everybody let's rock. Everybody in old jail rock. Who's dancing to the jailhouse rock? Dancing to the jailhouse rock. 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 Dancing to the jailhouse
Okay, that's also probably the oldest video we see on the channel. I mean, you can't really dislike it. I don't really like it. There's a lot of verses actually, and it goes back to da-dang, not dang. What? How was the drum? Was it? It wasn't da-dang dang. It was dang dang. Let me hear again. Yeah, it's more dang dang. Where I will be used to da-dang dang instead of like in blues ratio da-dang dang da-dang dang instead of dang dang. But again, really interesting. And then we have the yeah, also a solo, right? And
And the typical Elvis moves.
yeah, he got famous for that. And remember what and imagine watching this in television back in the days, if it even wasn't possible. Probably it looks like it was made for television.
I don't know if it could also be like from a movie.
From the Jailhouse Rock movie.
Yeah, then it makes sense.
That's make
Because it really looked like a movie setup.
yeah, 54, man. That's crazy. What does the people say? Lol. That's really interesting. Does anyone else have this song in the head? And that when she was an was on the tiller, she wasn't allowed to watch because his hip shaking was adult content and content as vulgar. And how time that changed. Yeah. So the thing was, imagine people like my dad. He was old, so he grew up with the Beatles. My grandmother, she could like them, but especially my grandfather, he don't really like the 60s music and not Elvis. And remember, he was from the start of the 20s, 1920s. So they grew up with 40 music, 1940 music, and that's so different. Folk songs and all that, where it's way more down. It wasn't wild, and so this was just like heavy rock to them. Like there's also memes with Beatles, how Beatles would sound today to parents, or where it's like yeah, I think that because that wasn't real music, especially when the psychedelic area came. Then for the older generation, there was this is really really bad, right? That was.
But I think that's almost from every generation.
Yeah.
Like with you, with the modern music, you feel like that's not music.
I'm not living in my own generation. I grew up with start of 20s music. Then I should be stuck in there, and I'm not. I have a few songs that I remember and I like, but I'm into this 50s, but mostly 60s and 70s, and I skipped the 80s, most of it. There is, of course, some exceptions like Iron Maiden and Metallica, but all the disco and all that, I'm not really a big fan. But in the 90s, we have a gold era again with the grunge and a lot of other groups that really, Rage Against the Machine, for example. And then it stopped for me, like mostly. But I think my dad said that John Lennon he has said a lot of things, that before Elvis, there was nothing. And that's really a statement. John Lennon was also known for saying statement. I don't know if it's true, but I have this from my dad. Where of course people claiming that's not true. There's been a lot of also the classic music, but yeah, Elvis was the first like worldwide breakthrough, and he inspired a lot of people, bands. They was all inspired, and there was also other great artists in the 50s. There was like Little Richard, he also have a great song voice and great and also a traditional way to play, like bashing the piano and screaming. That was like in the 50s, right? And also of course Ray Charles, but he was more traditional for me. But still a great player and hit the road, no. But again, not so.
It was more clean back then.
Yeah. But he was blind and was amazing. But playing and singing and singing, like, it was amazing. I love also especially what I say. Like, oh my god, that song. That's But Elvis, he struggled. Like, it was also a different time, and
he was ahead of his time.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. But I just know that he got into troubles with himself. Not I don't know if he also maybe did, but. You don't hear much about him in the 60s. Then the British invasion took over. Like probably he still was, but then he came back in the 70s, and of course the fans really did like it, and I also think it was great. But again, I love him in his prime time. Like here, he looks so fit and so into it. Like he was also in a lot of movies. I remember that, like Beatles, but I think he was in a lot of movies. And again, that was just easy money for them and for him, because he wasn't really a good actor. I think that's what it's the same with the Beatles. Was terrible. They also sang themselves, so it just they tried, of course, but again, it wasn't really what they was famous for. Guys, did Elvis ever wrote a song? Because I know most of the song was song that he not wrote, but he just took them
covered.
Covered them and make them his own. And a lot of 60s bands doing that. Like even House of the Rising Song is a cover, like a folk song, and you know that there's a lot of songs that's a cover, and at least inspired by many. Like also I remember Mavis Sarek from The Doors say "Break On Through" when he's playing at in the cover, doom. That's inspired by Ray Charles, what I said. So that's how it is, and that's fine. But I'm just curious. So I hope you guys you like it more than last time, and you can also maybe no one watch it. I don't know, but I do truly like it.
Yeah, I like it too. It's a really good song.
Can we watch more from the 50s, start 60s? That would be amazing. That will really be the greatest for me, because he's really amazing and his voice is really unique to me.
Yeah.
You can find someone that can, and also his dance move was ahead of the time. You can say that, like he was the first one to invert it like that, and he got famous from it. You can take it if you like it or not. You can take it from him. He was the beginning of a new area of music. And if I know Beatles maybe got bigger, I don't know. I'm just scouting that out. But again, he was before them. It was not them before him. So that's crazy, man. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. We see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.